Welcome to Kabaki Videos. We're shooting here with a veteran. His name is Lovelee. He's going to tell you his story, how he went from shit to absolute sugar. Go ahead, take it away, Lovelee.
Good afternoon. Peace to everybody, man. And first of all, thank y'all for taking the time out just to hear the few words that I have to say. I'm actually down here in Massachussetts today to do a walk for Winning Against Addiction, where we're out here helping people and feeding people and doing the walk just to bring about that notice, that there's some help out here that's needed, and that even though it's a struggle, that recovery is then possible. And that's where my story comes in. Once upon a time, and I don't want to say a long time ago, but I started this journey a long time ago, but I kept digressing, going backwards, making bad decisions. So as a result, I stayed out here trapped in this misery for years. I'm actually, a veteran or a graduate or alumni, however they want to define it, of this area when it comes to active addiction. I was using drugs. That just defines it all right there. But it got really bad though, to the point of homelessness, sleeping outside and sleeping in hallways and sleeping in trucks and abandoned cars and being in a wheelchair and just walking around waiting to die, finding ways to use, get more, continue to use. Hopeless, helpless, homeless, and just totally giving up on life. That's the point that I was at one time in my life. So a situation came about where I had to sit still for a couple of days. And even though I've had this information before, when you're caught up in the grips of this disease, it's hard to make positive decisions in order to change or enhance your life or do things that are right in your spirit, but you just can't because you're in such a chokehold from the disease. But long story short, after sitting down for a couple of days and getting that moment of clarity, I had the willingness and the desire not to return to this ever again, a day at a time. So being the individual that I am and having some information, I knew one of the keys to my success was going to have to be treatment. So I opted for treatment instead of coming right back to the streets, right back to the neighborhoods, right back to my old friends, old places, and doing the old things. So I went into treatment and I stayed in treatment. And then I furthered my treatment, and then I furthered it some more because I knew that's what I needed. I changed my people, places, and things so I could do something for myself for a change, headed in the right direction. As a result of that, I continued my education as well, just to make myself employable in the field that I wanted to be a part of, because I turned my pain and my problems into a purpose and a passion. I love helping people, but it was not going to be able or possible until I got myself together and continued to work on myself daily. So as a result of a focus on my plan and my goals, not my dreams, and I just need to say that, dreams happen when you're sleeping. Goals are achieved by the work that you put in. So I don't do a lot of dreaming, I do a lot of goal setting. And I achieve my goals by putting in the work and continue to surrender on a daily basis to the disease completely. Not just the using, but also the partaking in the negativity that goes with it. Because I come from a hustler's background, that's all I thought I knew or all I wanted to act like I knew. But this time around, I completely surrendered. I don't sell drugs, I don't play with guns, I don't break the law. I'm really like Joe Citizen today, which is really not a 360, but a 180 for me. So as a result, today I work in the field. I'm a recovery coach at one of the, probably the biggest hospital here. I do a lot of advocating and a lot of reaching out. I work in the prison system now where, somebody like me who couldn't stay out of jail, now I work in the jail. Somebody like me who couldn't stay out of the hospital, right? Now I work in the hospital. Somebody like me that couldn't stay out of running the streets, now I'm out here working in the streets. Now I work in the courthouse, helping my clients and the detainees that are in custody or have issues with substance use disorder or mental health issues. My life has completely went in the other direction. So first of all, I gotta say, I'm definitely aware that God is great and I'm grateful because of that. So even though I go to sleep in recovery every day, I make sure because I still wake up an addict every morning, that I do what's necessary in order to have a successful, fulfilling day. By one, focusing on me, making the right decisions, and two, giving back to others. And of course, it doesn't even have a number, because giving God the praise and keeping him first and foremost is throughout the day, every day. So just having a life, man, that I guess how people describe it as second to none now. You know, my children are happy, my grandchildren are ecstatic when they see me. You know, my family has a peace of mind when they sleep at night. You know, like I'm not worrying my family anymore. And that's like the biggest thing for me, to see the joy on my grandchildren's face when they see me. You know, so I just want to say, for anybody out there who's watching this, if you're still struggling, that there is some hope, man, and it's possible. You know what I mean? I was in a wheelchair, in and out the hospital, stuck, you know, 148 pounds, you know, just out here waiting to die. I actually haven't seen anybody out here that's more of a mess than the mess that I was when I was out here. And I say that not to down anybody or big myself up, just to say that there's hope for everybody. That no matter what, an addict, any addict, stop using, put down the drugs, find a new, lose the desire, and find a new way to live. Never again need an addict die from active addiction. One day at a time. You do not ever have to use again. Thank y'all.